Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Burke, Comp 2 with Elizabeth DeVore. I have chosen the topic to discuss of implementing a multimodal transportation system here in Grant County where I reside. I've been here now coming up on 5 years. We do have some transportation, however, it's more geared towards the college in Platteville versus the outlying rural areas. For any of you that also live in this county, you know that it's very hard to get access to things if you don't live in some of the city centers such as Lancaster, Fenimore, Platteville, even down in Boscobel, or even over towards Darlington, which would be Lafayette County. And some of the research that I've done so far is I've interviewed a county board supervisor that handles things like this and questioned the lack of political will, as it's been pointed out to me by another interview. And I've also started to compile data concerning things like our growth in population, as well as the graduates from the colleges in our local area not sticking around. Typically, they tend to move to a more urban environment so that they can seek out employment, continue their education, and be able to get access to things like this in an easier manner. What I do have is just a little bit on my computer here in front of me that does list. I do show some of my resources. I do have my running resource and works cited list going, as well as a chart that I've compiled with the data concerning the population living in poverty in our county, as well as those relying on things like food share or W-2, which are state and government funded programs to help people with necessities. There is a lot of work within our county, and 70% of the people living in the county work and live in the county. However, the forms of transportation that are used, according to my research, I found 72% of people that do travel and commute are commuting about 20 minutes a day, and 72% of that population is driving in a vehicle themselves, which is going to have an impact also on our environment, as well as it's going to cost each of those individuals whatever it would cost in gas, maintenance for their vehicles. So I'll show you here. What you see is the chart that I've compiled using the data that I've found through research, using mainly the Census Bureau, as well as another site, citydata.com, which does give a lot of county information. It's a great resource that I found. Also, you'll see to the bottom corner of the screen there is my inbox from Nicolet College, which contains part of my interview questions that are answered by the board supervisor. And then, of course, my works cited are also appearing there. So, as far as research I've done, I'd say 90% of what I plan to do. I do plan on also putting out a survey online and also going to a couple locations within the county that are frequented, like super saving centers like Walmart, Piggly Wiggly, shopping centers that most of the people in our county would visit on a normal daily basis, to try and get a little bit of feedback of how people would feel concerning a slight increase in sales tax to help fund and start this program to provide a multimodal system. When I say multimodal, what I'm speaking about is a medical transport van system, also a like a city bus that would run in rural communities between like Lancaster, Platteville, Fenimore, to help people get access to better health care as well as jobs, in a hope to help eliminate some of the unemployment within our county, which currently stands at approximately 9.1% of our population, or that would be roughly 4,700 people in our county. Hopefully, maybe you can use some of these research tools for yourself, or maybe some of the data that I've provided will help you as well. I look forward to hearing everybody's reports in the future. Thanks for listening and watching.